Alright, so here it is, the Romanian Deadlift, or also short RDLs for short. I'll talk about some form techniques and how you should do this exercise to improve your deadlift lockout. Is that you want to make sure that your feet are fairly close together, typically a little bit closer than your standard deadlift stance or conventional stance. And then also, what you want to do also is you want to focus on keeping a curve in your lower back. So it's important that after you set up and you grab the bar, you brace your stomach, you force the arch in your back, you keep that natural curve. You don't hyperextend, but you keep a curve in your back. So that way you can feel your hamstrings pull as you lower the weight. And essentially what I do is I go down slow because I'm looking to feel that pull. And almost like a good morning, I'm trying to find that point where I can't come back from. Where my lower back will begin to kind of collapse, or I'll feel it wanting to be stressed. And that's what's so cool about this exercise. You're coming down and then you're having to change direction before hitting the ground, and you're having to stress your core and your lumbar spine, your lower back, spinal erectors to really get strong. And another thing too that's really important is making sure your shin stays as vertical as you can. Now some people like to go a little bit lower, but if I go lower, my knees will move forward, and it kind of turns more into a standard deadlift. That might be something I would rather, if I were going to do that, I would just do deficit deadlifts. But here with RDLs, you're trying to get more volume in your hamstrings, and you're trying to get more volume in your glutes and your lower back. And essentially what you're doing is you're getting more time under tension. With a standard deadlift with like rest pause and you set the weight down, what you're doing is you're getting a moment to hold the weight and pause, so you're not really getting full time under tension. So it's kind of a different level or a different kind of adaptation. And I find that RDLs don't nearly beat me up as much, because if I do deadlifts, I'm going to have to be deadlifting a lot more weight, especially if they're deficit or even block pulls, and they take a lot more out of me. So today I try to do RDLs maybe every other week or something like that, just wherever I can fit them in. I'm just working those hamstrings really good. And again, like I said, you want to make sure that lower back and that upper back stays retracted, or your lower back keeps that curve, and then your upper back has the shoulder blades stay retracted. I mean, some people like to do a rounded back deadlifts, but then you want to try to strengthen those muscles so that when you start messing with advanced techniques, you'll have stronger rhomboids to protect your shoulders and your posture. So I hope you enjoyed my video. You learned some stuff. If you click like, I'd really appreciate it. And if you learned some stuff, click on subscribe. Take a look at my other links. And thanks for watching.